Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is Saturday, June 22nd, 2013 for GameStop people. This is Skylander Day, the ultimate festival. For everyone else, it's Saturday, so that makes it cool enough as is. But what we're going to do now, we just literally unboxed Polar Whirlwind, the GameStop exclusive. She looks great out of the packaging. You can kind of see her down there. Chase McCain, by the way, in that video was hidden. Won't tell you where. You can post up if you see him. Hidden in this one, not very well, but it was easy and it looked like a pretty cool spot to put him, so I did. But in addition to running by GameStop today, picking up Polar Whirlwind, if you saw my videos from earlier in the week, not the E3 coverage, but I actually like the GameStop poster, got that Wednesday night. I think Monday or Tuesday, somebody, I think in the Nevada area, located Series 2 Drobot, and it was a legitimate sighting, legitimately US, and $9 because it was at Walmart. That kind of started the tizzy. People go around, of course, Walmart generally and stuff like that. Why was it in Nevada and not New York City? They stock west to east. Stuff comes from China in this case, so logically, pattern you're going to see there distribution-wise. But I was out running around, got Polar Whirlwind. Tried to get as much as I don't like going into Walmart. Again, I have nothing against the store personally or their prices, which are usually lower. It's just they're always crowded. And to me, I'd rather spend like an extra 3 cents on some items and not deal with the crowd. That said, it really wasn't too bad. I guess school's out, people are on summer trips. It was a pretty nice day. That might have had something to do with it. But bottom line, went in. First one, didn't have him. From what I've been able to put together from the people that have landed Drobot, he has been like the only one. It's coming in a box. It's kind of restocking some of the characters that have been harder to find here lately. For what it's worth, I did find Spyros hidden at both Walmarts, and I do mean hidden, like someone placed them there to come back for them type situation. That aside, the first store didn't have him. I did try to get the employee to track him down. He put forth the effort, it just didn't work out. Long story I won't go into. Way out of town, I actually stopped off in another Walmart, not expecting anything. I figured somebody, probably the scalper lady, cleaned house, with there only being one. She can probably get money for him for quite a while. Walked in, and there he was, right on the peg, plain sight, just sitting there. The saving grace for me, and probably a lot of people, isn't a variant, isn't anything flashy. His packaging blends in with everything else, particularly his character colors. Most people are going to see Drobot, and they're going to think of Lightcore Drobot. It doesn't help most people that Walmart, at least the two I were in, didn't have a bunch of the SSA stuff, but they had quite a few Drobot. That made it really hard on that employee I was having check style. He had a hard time understanding what I was trying to convey. But it is a unique pose. Looks much better than the Lightcore one, in my opinion. But that's what it looks like. It is Series 2 Drobot. You can see right there on the packaging. We have had to wait forever for him to come out. Currently, of course, available only in single pack form, and right now he has only been located at Walmart. GameStop, I checked with them Wednesday night. They didn't have them. I checked the pegs today, thinking, maybe if they sent in more of the Polars or Scarlet and Genie, maybe they tossed in some of these. Was not the case, so for whatever reason, this time around it looks like Walmart is the first store to kind of get the character. Not going to complain. What that means for myself and you, if you can find him at Walmart, $9.96, that's a welcome change. And if you have trouble at Walmart, if you don't like dealing with the crowds, whatever your reason is, since he is at Walmart, this isn't an exclusive, it's just a regular character. He should hit all other retailers. Toys R Us, GameStop, Amazon, Target. I'd say by this time next week, he should be available at all of them. Could be wrong. Bottom line, he is coming. So if you can't ever land him at Walmart, you try daily or something, don't panic. You still got plenty of time. Basically, let him hit all the other stores, see if he can't do something there. There is the artwork on the packaging as we come down. The actual character pose is pretty good on this one. We'll get him out of the packaging. Slogan, of course, blink and destroy. Series 2, as you can see there, compatible with both SSA and SG. Of course, an SSA won't have the WoW POW level 15, etc. I did see some blemishes on the paint. We'll take a look at those more when he's unboxed. Series 2, Drobot back better than ever. New WoW POW and increased level cap to 15. There's the in-game box art, if you will. Coming over here, we have highlighted Sprocket, Lightcore Drobot. Trill Sergeant, Trigger Happy. I've been getting a lot of questions again, like, hey, should I get, Hex or Lightcore Hex? Apparently, Lightcore Hex is out in Australia. Do not spend $40 to get her here. You can get her eventually for retail or with the pre-order of Swap Force. But if, say the Lightcore isn't a big deal to you, you don't care to. Alright, the battery has just died in the camera, but what I was saying, I'm not quite sure where we left off, but I've been getting a lot more questions like, hey, should I get the Lightcore version or the Series 2? If you don't care about having all 8 of the Lightcore, or if you just want like one Eruptor, one Drobot, you don't feel the need to get, your Series 2 and the Lightcore, like have the complete collection, if you will. At this point in time, always go with the Series 2. The reason for that, number one, they're cheaper. Number two, this is a big one, they actually have the WoW POW, the ability to switch paths, etc. It's unknown why, but like the Lightcore don't have the WoW POW. It's kind of disappointing. So if you're in that particular boat, you just want one Drobot, you don't care if it's Lightcore or Series 2. If you haven't already gone out and bought Lightcore, always err on the side of Series 2 because they will have the WoW POW for you. That said, we're going to go ahead and get him out of the packaging, get a good look at him, and a really cool thing is now when I do the tech element upgrades for the Series 2 characters, we will have him. I didn't know how long it was going to take. I think, I could be wrong, but it seems like this is around the time of year last year where we actually saw Whamshell start to appear. A lot of people have the fear that either Lightcore Hex or Series 2 Drobot might wind up like Whamshell. And what I mean by that is just Whamshell was and is extremely hard to find, at least at a retailer where you pay standard price. But, we'll kind of have to wait and see. Maybe they won't do that to us this time. There's a look at the packaging with him out of it. Again, nothing too crazy. Once again, the packaging is vastly improved. This time around, interestingly, no tape. Polar Whirlwind was actually taped. Series 2 Drobot was not. Something of note, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, I probably have, but these rocks here on the packaging, it's not like a solid straight line, it's actually a rough cut. It's easier to see that on the white side. You can kind of see how jagged it looks. Small detail, cool effect. There's probably like 0 people that care about that. But again, what I like to do, this isn't Lightcore, it isn't a giant, so we're not going to like risk breaking anything. Well, I guess you still could, but you're not going to ruin like a light up effect. I like to swing the back end down, come in, get him by the base, and then actually put the force on the packaging, and that way we minimize any damage. We've now freed Series 2 Drobot. He's probably ecstatic about that. Unlike Polar Whirlwind, it just had like minimalistic hold downs for the card. He's got the old-fashioned kind of thick version, if you will. We're going to go ahead and slide that out. Here's this blister pack we'll set aside. In addition to the trading card, we get the sticker sheet. It's got the character art, the name, QR code, down below that a web code. The character card. This has no relation at all to anything in the game as far as stats go, but they give it to us. I've covered them for quite some time now. We're just going to continue the trend. So, power strength 65 of 150. Defense or armor 95 of 150. Speed agility 70 of 150. And luck 65 of 150. That's going to put him at, what, 130, 200, 295 of 600. That's actually pretty good. It's actually a little higher than Polar Whirlwind, I think, who should have better stats. But almost 50%, that's very respectable in terms of what you see on these cards anyway. But that aside, we now have this lineup complete. Right over here, where my hand is pointing, we've got the Series 1 Drobot from SSA. Over here, we've got the Lightcore version that's been out since launch. And here in the middle is the freshly unboxed Series 2 Drobot. Got to admit, this is a pretty sweet pose. The blemishes I saw in the packaging, going to be hard for me to get you to see them, I think. But right here, there's a little gold extending onto the blue. And then back over this way, again, it's like the same thing. There's a little gold or bronze right there on the wing. That's either, paint struck over, or it could be a gold base coat and then they just paint blue on top. Either way, I mean, it's pretty minor. Just kind of looks like a nick from handling them. That said, the backside looks perfect. That's somewhat ironic. The front would have the blemish and the back wouldn't. You can kind of see right here, his tail is actually going through what's kind of like the blade gears there. This may be related to his Wow Pow. I've heard his Wow Pow is awesome based on the videos. I haven't seen it outside of like the video from Lightcore Drobot. When you check that out. But this pose is pretty nice. The gears aren't too detailed on the base. Again, that's nothing major. Pretty solid on the back end. The tail's fixed good. But bottom line, it looks awesome, and that's something I am excited about, is actually seeing what his Wow Pow is. He's kind of like the last Series 2 to show up, if you will, and it's going to be cool to kind of see what we can do with him. But that's him. He is out of his packaging. I got him at Walmart for $9.96 plus tax. Currently, that's the only place that's had him. Again, like I said, that's probably going to change within a week or so. He'll start trickling into more outlets. Probably going to be hard to find for a little while. What I mean by that is if he's coming in just like one to a box or one to a case or whatever, there's going to be a lot of people looking for him. The ones that don't just like see Lightcore Drobot and be like, got him, and they walk out. They're going to be diligent, go through all the pegs, probably sort and sift for him. Once that rush dies off, I mean, we see it with every character, Thumpback and Eyebrow, and then Genie, Scarlet and then Genie, etc. Should be easier to find, and there is the chance, that they might kind of like bump up the distribution or something, but we'll kind of have to see how it goes. Bottom line, if you haven't checked recently, run into Walmart, see if you can't find them. When they stock, they really don't have a pattern of rotation. And Walmart, unlike like Toys R Us or GameStop, tries to keep them a little more organized. It's kind of like, empty peg, and the price matches, it just goes on. So that does make it easy for us, because the stores likely have the new stuff right at the front, not sorted to the back. That said, if you don't see them, go ahead and check behind the other characters. Pretty easy to do. I have to say, the more I look at it, the more I'm impressed by this pose. Now that we have him, if we could get Lightcore Hex in hand, we'd kind of be able to do some stuff. But I think I will actually, as time allows, kind of come in and start doing them, rank them aesthetically by element and stuff like that for you. That was always popular and fun last time around. But just so we can highlight the difference, I don't think there should be any confusion. This is Lightcore Drobot. So much potential as a Lightcore character. I mean, even the eyes, the wings would have been great. And what it was, it's that piece right there. It's not a bad light up effect. It's just he had, out of all the characters, when you're talking about a robotic dinosaur, that is the time to bring in some light up effects. He was pretty disappointing. A lot of people, Chill, Drobot, Eruptor. Eruptors kind of makes sense. Again, it could have been a little better, but Drobot, just because there was so much potential, I mean, given the character's backstory, I think he still ranks high on like the Lightcore disappointment charts. But again, if you are only going to buy one Drobot and you don't have one yet, do not get the Lightcore. Go ahead and get this one. It'll be, you know, a buck or two cheaper, and you'll have the Wow Pal. It's really a win-win situation. Plus, the Lightcore effect on him isn't that great anyway. That said, that is the difference between the two. Again, I don't think anyone will confuse these. Lightcore Drobot, he's kind of got his mouth open. The wings are a little smaller. More importantly, you're going to have that amber medallion look on the back. When you see his packaging, it'll have the holographic sticker and all the light-up stuff. Series 2 Drobot, you saw it. Nothing special at all. Just that's the box art with the blade gear. The pose, I mean, it's really indistinguishable. I mean, impossible to confuse it due to the epicness of it. You've got basically the wings coming up and then the tails coming through. Just really, really sinister looking. It's almost like a nuclear or biohazard logo is forming between his wings. And then we've got the tail there that we know, you know, is going to be up to something. And just for good measure, the green base will be Skylanders Spiral's Adventure. It was actually a pretty good pose. Here they are side by side. Once more, currently he has only been spotted at Walmart. That's where I got mine, $9.96. It is yet to appear on their website as of the last time I checked it, which was minutes before recording this. But everyone I've talked to that has found him, there's only been one. It's not like there's a rack of 8 or 6 or 4 of them. That's just been like, he is the one. And you have to realize a lot of people, you know, don't keep up with this stuff regularly. They don't know, like, oh man, you know, he came out this week, gotta go look for him. It's kind of like a casual type thing. So I've had so many people tell me they've only seen one Drobot when they found him, and these are like the people that religiously check. That's how they turned him up. It's one of those deals, you know, he's probably going to be a little hard to come by for a little while, but you're saving grace. A lot of people and parents may come in and just see like Lightcore Drobot and be like, yeah, you know, nothing new for the kid. I don't know what he was talking about. You know, some of them will probably know and can pick it up, but until he like appears, you know, Target, Toys R Us, GameStop, Amazon, probably going to be a little bit of a pain. But if you do happen to land him, it's that much sweeter. If somebody's located him and their local Walmart had like 12 of them, tell me. I can relay the message to other people. But as best I can tell, what I saw locally kind of goes along the lines of what everyone else has said. He was the only one there. And I do believe that I was the first person to purchase a Skylander from there in a while. So, you know, take it for what it is. But $9.96 at Walmart. Feel free to check your stock at your local store. You might be pleasantly surprised like I was. I was thinking I'd have a heck of a time tracking him down. But I will leave it at that. And like I said, as he kind of starts to turn up at more of the stores probably this coming week, we'll kind of get a feel for basically whether or not he could potentially be like Whamshell was. And what I mean by that, again, is just incredibly hard to come by. And if that's the case, just stay diligent. As long as you're on top of it, you know, like from now when it's still fresh, you'll probably eventually get lucky, land them locally, and you can save some money. But I really like the pose. At first I was thinking I like the SSA pose the best. Now it's actually grown on me, particularly out of the packaging. I'm thinking that's probably my favorite Drobot pose. But once more, Walmart's where I got mine. Brick and mortar store, $9.96 plus tax. Save you that 3 cents from other places, or $1.03. As I learn more, you know, like if he turns up on Amazon or something like that, I'll go ahead, I'll update the blog link. Blog link will be at the top of the video description box. That's why I post it there. I can come in, update the information for you, hopefully help you land Series 2 Drobot. But big thing with him, we finally have the chance to check out his Wow Pal. I'm pretty excited about it. I know most of you are too. That's actually probably as some of these videos edit, I want to get the Swap Force booth one up for you as well tonight. But if I get the chance while those videos edit and upload, I may go in and start getting some money for this guy, get him through the tough heroics, and then see if I can't get that WoW Pal going. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. For a quicker response, use the blog, oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, blink and destroy.